It's Sky and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an automatic bartering farm in Minecraft. So for those who don't know, bartering is basically when you give a piglin a gold ingot and it inspects it, then it drops out a random item. As you can see, this one is looking at an ingot, then it drops it, and then it'll get another ingot, and then keep continuously inspecting it. This is just like a test one I had already made beforehand just to test this out. I also suck at getting into ladders, apparently. Then here's just like a ton of chests, and even one is actually pretty efficient. Like this one's almost full. I actually added like a lot of chests. At first there was only 5, so there's like a ton of them that'll hold up in this one. So it can, not all the items are necessarily useful, but a lot of them you can't get otherwise. Like there's no other way to get fire charges. Crying Obsidians you can only get out of Ruin Portal. There's also a lot of spectral arrows, in case anyone wants. You can also get a lot of fire resistance and soul speed out of this. And some iron nuggets, some regular obsidian, soul sand, and gravel. As well as some water bottles and ender pearls. So if you do this before you go to the end, you won't have to worry about enderman hunting. That being said, I also built this in the warped forest where endermen spawn all day, all night. Oh yeah, don't mind that. That's just my idea of having a chorus fruit farm and a chorus fruit plant in the nether because, yeah. Who doesn't want chorus fruit in the nether? So pretty much how this works is there's a dropper that gives the piglin a gold ingot, which is being fed gold from these chests. So you can like hook it up to a gold farm or something. And then the piglin inspects it, then it drops it into these chests. And then the redstone circuitry is, this will be, if there's an item in the hopper, that turns on for a second, and then it only turns off and resends the redstone signal to give out another gold ingot when the item leaves the hopper. So you want to make sure you have a lot of storage space, because then otherwise the hopper's going to get backed up, and then the piglin will get no more gold. You also want to name tag them so they don't despawn. Like for example, this one's named Sup to Sky, because that's something you guys should all totally do. You also put a ceiling block so that exactly what just happened doesn't happen. Because if it goes out, then an item won't leave the hopper, then the whole system's broken. Just like that. That's what happens when the system breaks, guys. Which is why you don't want to break the system. Look, now because I broke that, the item went to me. So now I have to restart the system. And to restart the system, in case it ever gets stuck, just put a button down next to the torch, and now it's no longer going to be jammed. So all you need to do this are like some temporary building blocks, a chest, one redstone torch, one redstone comparator, a hopper, a name tag, gold armor also works, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're going to be using a name tag. And if you're in survival, a boat is a good way to get a piglin in. So first what you want to do is, in whatever area you're working in, you put the redstone torch down, then you put a chest in front. If you're wondering where I got all this blackstone from, it wasn't from a bastion remnant, it was from the piglin farm, because it also gives you surprisingly a large amount of blackstone out of it. So next you just connect the hopper to the chest. So this will be feeding the item the penguin spits out into the chest. And then you want to have a building like at least 2 blocks high on the hopper. Not at least, only 2 blocks high. Then you also need a dropper for this. I forgot to add. Yeah. So then you want to make this block right here a dropper. And you also want to put in a ceiling block so that the penguin can't get out. So one way to get the penguin here is by putting it in the boat, taking a gold ingot, and then here's the penguin, then you throw it there, then the penguin will run away from it. Go, look at the ingot. Okay, that one didn't want it. It needs to be full-grown penguin. Hello, see me, see my ingot. Follow. Okay, you know what? Yeah, usually that works. It's better if it's in a boat. Yeah, now you're coming. Move, go there. Yeah, penguins suck, and penguins don't like to stay in there, but if you're in survival, I pity you, and because the original one was done in survival, I pity myself when I had to go through that. Because it takes an eternity to get them in here. But unlike villagers, you can punch them, so you'll be fine. Now that the penguin's all sealed up, we then need to take the torch back from under here because we no longer need the hopper to be locked. Now we have to take the comparator and then put it on the side. Make sure it's facing out of the hopper. Then this penguin can move away. Then you need to put a block and then another redstone torch on top of it, along with a block next behind the dropper. This is basically the entire redstone circuit. And then you just want to, if it goes off, then it's fine because nothing should happen because nothing's in it. Oops. Then you want to just take your gold. And if you want to just give it like a little kickstart, just take a button. And then you can break it. And then voila, you have your own bartering farm. This one brings you fire chargers. Though I would really highly recommend that you have more than just a singular chest of storage. Like what I did for my farm was I just dug underneath. Because you can replace the blocks back later. What I just did was I just took some chests, placed them here, and then took a hopper. And where did my hopper go? And I just took a hopper and now these items should be funneling in. Make sure you shift when you place it. Then you just rinse and repeat, and you'll have your bartering farm. This farm has been running for quite some time, maybe like 30 minutes. And and like I said earlier, it's collected a lot of stuff. Like, this is one of the only ways you can get crying obsidian, which honestly just looks sick. Honestly, it's mainly like a decoration farm, but you can also get some iron out of it. So you can just hook it up to a gold farm right up here, and then you'll have your bartering farm. So that's going to be it for today's episode. And this is actually being put on my Let's Play world, which if you haven't, and from my Let's Play series, and if you haven't checked it out, you guys totally should. And I'm filling out the resources required to make this, so don't worry, not really cheating. I'm just in creative mode for the sake of this. And I actually did get piglins over here earlier, and then yeah. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Just like the pigmen, sub to Sky. See you guys all next time. Bye!